It's great for me to be here today. And as Gene mentioned, given my job, being involved in skills and job issues is particularly relevant to everything I do every day. I'd also like to add, as Gene mentioned, my past life, I worked at Citigroup, and I was fortunate there to witness, the very beginning of NAF. And I've watched its growth and development over all these years, and I feel particularly honored to be here speaking to you this morning. And I remember for many years at Citigroup, when Sandy Weil was our chairman and CEO, we would host a graduation every year, and we'd do it in August for about 150 kids who internshipped at the bank that summer. And Sandy never missed one of these breakfasts. He never missed, he was always there. And given they were high school students, I tried to figure out how to explain his job. So one day I figured out the best way to explain his job is, well, Sandy's kind of like the principal in your school. That's really his job. And I said, for you though, you don't want to end up in the principal's office, but for us, he's a pretty nice guy and we don't mind going to his office. I should say most times anyway. But I'd also say that I'm also very, very privileged today to work for Jamie Dimon, who couldn't be here today, who's my chairman and CEO of JP Morgan Chase. And I actually remember for many years when we were part of Travelers Group, which Sandy created, and then we merged with Citibank and became Citigroup. I was fortunate to work for Sandy and Jamie and watch them as a pair together. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was witnessing and being part of watching the most dynamic duo really in modern finance. And at JP Morgan, we've made it a priority to help close the skills gap. We think it's critical for the economy, not just because it impacts growth, but also because it can limit impact to economic opportunity. And as you all know, in the U.S., there are 11 million people out of work. There are millions more who stop looking for work. And at the same time, we've got about 4 million jobs that are unfilled due to the skills gap. And you all know, and I know how hard, whether you've been out of work yourself or you have family members and friends who are unemployed, how difficult that can be. And when you think about the American dream, what is the American dream? The American dream is someday being able to afford your own home. It's being able to pay for your kids' education. It's taking care of your physical health. It's being in good mental health. And in order to do that, first and foremost, you need to have a good job. And unemployment today is particularly high for young people. And for them, not getting started in a career, it can have lifelong impacts. And I think as a bank, probably for us, one of the best ways we can help put more people to work is by providing capital to businesses, to governments, and for nonprofits who all need it to grow. And as Gene mentioned, as a financial services firm, working with businesses, all sizes, all sectors, and as a major employer ourselves with over 250,000 people, we believe creating jobs and expanding economic opportunity is the most critical issues of our time. And we all know that for American business to expand at home, they need a skilled workforce to fill the 4 million jobs that exist today and more as our economy grows. And these two things are linked, providing businesses with the skilled workforce they need to compete and prosper, and giving job seekers of every age skill and meaningful pathways to good jobs that lead to successful careers. And that's why we recently committed, and our team's here today, $250 million to an unprecedented 5-year global workforce readiness initiative. We call it New Skills at Work, and it's specifically aimed at addressing the skills gap. And this work is going to support data-driven analysis that gives communities the information they need to understand what skills businesses are struggling to find so they can grow and compete. And collaboration between employers and training providers so that we have the workforce system that is demand-driven, strong community colleges and training organizations that are aligning these programs with employer needs and helping job seekers get on career pathways to good jobs. And as many of you know, we are really proud to have NAF as a national partner in this effort with a $5 million grant to support their work. What they do is really, it's terrific. It's been great for a long time, and what you all do in this room is absolutely terrific. So we also support summer youth learning opportunities and jobs because we know how important a first job is to a kid, and it can have on their life really forever, their development, their sense of themselves, and their ability to advance in life. And by investing in building skills for under and unemployed youth and adults, providing leadership development, skills-based learning, job opportunities for underserved youth, working together with all of you, we can help close this skills gap. And I also want you to know that we don't just think about this from a philanthropic perspective. We look at it as an employer because we need people too. And if we really believe, which is what we say, and we do believe it, that our most important asset is our people, the long-term success of our company really depends on an ability to hire and retain good people. And in the last 12 months, we hired just over 40,000 people. And about 45% of the folks we hired don't have or need a college education. So we do extensive training in customer service, computer skills, financial products and services, and the soft skills as well. And we also focus on training our people, internal mobility. About 40% of our jobs get filled by moving people up in the company. And we've also expanded tuition programs to help them continue their education while they work for us on a part-time basis. It's a great thing to do. And our funding has supported the development of a skill set index for the financial center. And the skill set index is an innovative effort to define the skills that today's high school students will need to become successful in the next century. The skill set index leverages NAF's student certification and assessment system and helps thousands of students gain entrance to successful career pathways through the skills index. 100,000 NAF graduates will be equipped with the resources needed to secure good jobs, which is unbelievable. And as you heard yesterday, we're proud to participate as a NAF Track founding partner, and we really can't thank you enough for giving us the opportunity to work even closer together with you all. So I'd like to really conclude. But, you know, all the people in the room really here are what make this happen. And I can't congratulate NAF enough. I can't thank you all in the room enough for your commitment and hard work. We look forward to working with you even more closely as we all address this critical challenge. What you all do is terrific, and thank you very much, everybody.